This video is an introduction to the AQA History Power and the People topic on American independence and the War of Independence. And it's interesting that the Declaration of Independence stated that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and that wherever any form of government becomes destructive of those ends, it is right of the people to alter or abolish them. And in some ways, you can see this as a continuation of the contest that took place really at Magna Carta, when the feeling was that the government was, in this case, King John, going against the rights, as it were, of the barons in this case, but also the wider nation. And throughout the course of this unit on Power and the People, we have seen this, as it were, conflict sometimes arising, where the feeling is that whether it's Henry III and Simon de Montfort or Charles I and Oliver Cromwell, that the government has been abusing its power. And when that happens, that the people have a right to reject it. In this case, the government had imposed taxes on the American colonies. Their argument was that this was to pay for the army that was there to defend them. But the American colonies effectively said no taxation without representation, and as they had no representation in the House of Commons, they felt they should not be paying those taxes. And many in Britain felt that the Americans had a point, and it's estimated up to a third of the population of Britain supported the American cause. From a Christian perspective, what is interesting is that the Declaration of Independence does refer to a creator, that many of, if not most, of those who were involved from the American side were Christians, and they felt that they were supporting something that was of a Christian origin. This is markedly different to the French Revolution that's going to take place 10 years later, when that is essentially very secular and exalts reason. And so we see in the American War of Independence a war that establishes a form of government that recognizes that there is a creator, but is also full of checks and balances, because there's a sense that all forms of government, whether democratic or undemocratic, could be subject to evil, and therefore there must be checks and balances. Such checks and balances were not there in the French Revolution, and there was a lot of bloodshed as a result. Well, thank you for listening.